everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate, and we are here on the Near Disney channel to introduce you to some of my favorite people in the entire world. We have been friends for a very long time.
Ever.
They are founding residents of the town of Celebration. It's the town that Disney built. And as many of you know, we're doing a series about what Walt Disney's legacy was. It wasn't just necessarily on theme parks. He was creating communities, right, guys?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. So we have Dr. Tim O'Leary and Kathleen O'Leary, and I would like you to know that they are founding residents and they are cornerstones in this town. So you guys want to talk about how you met?
We met at Tampa General Hospital, and I was a neonatal intensive care unit nurse, and Tim was labor and delivery OBGYN.
Well, neonatal nurses are like very specialized, and they got to be on the ball and smart and sharp because you're really saving lives, right?
I'm terrified to go in there because they're too little.
Yes, yes.
Smart and sharp. That's what attracted me to Kathleen.
And what attracted Timmy to you, Kathleen?
Oh, he was so well liked.
Yeah.
And he was so kind to everyone, even people janitorial. He talked to everybody, and he would thank them.
Yeah.
And he was very nice to the nurses, the sonographers, and the patients. He just had a great personality and still does.
And still does. You both do. You both do. So we also have been very fortunate to know, because we've both been founding residents, your children grew up here, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. And they don't know any other place. And it's been a fairy tale for them. They love it here. And Timmy wants this house when we get too old.
Yeah. When we moved here, Tim was 3.
That's
and
right.
Kathleen was pregnant.
That's right.
And that was October 97, I believe.
Yes, it was.
We were in the original lottery and got number 4 in the lottery, believe it or not.
Yeah, the drum.
And,
Yes.
We're the second people to pick here on Longmeadow Street.
And if you guys haven't experienced Longmeadow Street, it is the most popular place because it is within walking distance of downtown Celebration. You have a park right in the center, and you wouldn't necessarily know about it unless somebody... It's hidden.
Yeah, it is hidden.
Yeah.
It's a hidden gem.
And talk about homes. You will never find a more artistic, beautifully thought out home than what these two have done. Kathleen has got that artistic eye. And as you were talking about, Tim, you have really just been so welcoming to people in the town, where you have hosted many parties at your home.
Well, we've had a lot of parties.
I've done about 12 baby showers here.
Yes.
Baby showers, the holiday home tours.
Bible
I think we've
study.
done that 7 times. Bible study, the women meet on Wednesdays.
That's right.
Baptisms in your pool.
Yeah,
That's
we've
right,
had
you're right.
a lot of individual and group baptisms. The youth group, they want to come, and sometimes I think 15, 20 kids were baptized with Pastor William in the pool. And then, of course, afterwards, the slide and everything else. So it's a cool
William
party.
said just a few were coming, and it was about 30.
Great memories here. And even, we're sitting on your back porch, and your front porch is very inviting as well. And so let's talk about the why. Why did you move to Celebration?
I just fell in love with the whole idea of it. I was living up in Winter Park, and I just built a home in Maitland. But I just, when I saw this, before I even moved into the house in Maitland, we sold it.
We had built a house, paid for it, and the developer wanted to use it as a show home for a few months before we moved in. In the meantime, there was an ad in the paper in Orlando of Celebration going to be opening. Come for a view of it, open house. Came out here on a Sunday.
It was just trailers.
And there were trailers with a little miniature town. Nothing was here. Nothing was built. It was just all dirt. And we looked at all that, and then we're driving home, and there's total silence, which is unusual for Kathleen. Total silence, and I'm like, what? And she goes, nothing. And I said, well, do you want to live here? And she goes, well, I know we just built a house. And I said, well,
we'll see what we can do.
We haven't moved in yet. If we don't lose any money, I don't mind selling it. I mean, then we just stay where we lived in a condo in Winter Park. So we listed it and it sold in 3 days. So I go, well, I guess then
it was meant to be.
we start here. So that's what happened with.
And then we got this lot, and
But the why is that with Disney building it, we knew it wouldn't fail. We had people who said, "Oh, how do you know it's going to work?" I mean, Disney doesn't
people
fail.
doubted it, but we didn't.
Disney doesn't fail, and this is kind of what Epcot was supposed to be. It was the
Exactly.
community of tomorrow, and this has church, worship, education. I mean, the four pillars here were community, health, education, and technology. And how can that not be attractive? I mean,
That's right.
everybody wants those.
Walt Disney would love to hear that you said that because that's exactly what they were going for.
That was his dream.
That was his dream.
Right.
And so for those of you that don't know what Dr. Jim does, he actually, there's people from around the world that will come to see him, right? You want to explain a little bit about what you do?
I'm a high-risk pregnancy physician down at Winnie Palmer Hospital. We're one of the second busiest OB hospitals in the nation. And I see pregnant women who have issues. A lot of them have their own health issues and are pregnant, or sometimes their issues. It could just be the person's having twins or triplets, maybe a birth defect.
But it's usually more serious.
There's a residency program, and I lost count a while back, but I think I've delivered somewhere around 15,000 babies in the last 30 years. This is my 30th year there, so.
15,000 babies.
Didn't
Oh,
expect that. No.
And that's exciting, and that's, part of legacy is bringing those children into the world and, giving them the chance to, live the
And the
dream.
general OBGYNs, they don't see high risk.
yes.
So they hold on to the healthier ones, and the ones that are in a lot of trouble go to Tim.
Yes. So,
But it's all
good.
good, and
Yeah.
it's worked out well.
It has.
well, I can tell you too, with the community, a lot of times when somebody has an ache or a pain or whatever, they're calling my good friend here saying, "What do you think?" And so you've just been very kind to the community as well.
Yes.
And the community's been kind to us.
So now the kids, I've enjoyed being able to see them grow up and they are thriving. And I know our Maddie is in California, right?
Maddie's in California. She went out there at 18.
Yes.
Wanted to become a model, and it was New York or LA, and we chose LA, and she's thriving out there. And now, inspired by you as well, she's into real estate as well as the modeling.
Both of it. Yeah.
Tim's in graduate school, so they've both grown up here. Again, I think Timmy was 3 when we moved here, and Madeline was born coming home to this house.
Yeah.
They've done very well and are excited. And I think, interestingly, probably will come back at some point. When you're a teenager, 20s, sometimes it's go see the world, but
Yes.
this is a special place
She
to
likes
raise
to
a
come
family.
home now.
Oh, I love
yeah.
that.
This is the respite.
'Cause it's crazy.
This is the
Maddie's
voice.
been on a lot of covers of magazines and stuff, and I love that she's doing real estate now. So if anybody's looking for a good realtor in that Los Angeles area, you can call me. You've got my number right there, and I'll make sure I connect you with her. But she would be a lovely person to introduce you to that area.
Very hardworking.
Very hardworking. And talking about introducing things, with family, a lot of times it's our furry pets that are right. And so you guys love your dogs.
Oh, they're like babies.
Let's talk about them a little bit.
Well, I call it my teddy bear club.
Yeah, it's a teddy bear club.
They're all poodles or a poodle mix. And they don't shed, and they're hypoallergenic, but mostly they're adorable. And go ahead.
They are so adorable, and we have a great story to share. So Brooke Ligerwood, which is one of the lead singers and writer for the Hillsong group, was performing at Amway, and Kathleen and Tim invited them over for breakfast the next morning to meet some of the neighbors, and they met the dogs too.
Yes.
Fell in love with the dogs. The daughters fell in love with the dogs. And the word started spreading throughout all of Hillsong. So there's a pastor that came over here and actually preached too,
She
right?
did.
Yeah.
She did.
Pastor Sarah. And she then got one of these dogs, and they're very popular now in Australia and New Zealand. And now we just heard too in San Francisco.
Oh, my God.
So all because of what you've been doing here, which is so sweet.
I should get a finder.
That could be. That's another legacy you can claim.
Yeah, a lot of poodles.
The Poodle Brigade.
The Poodle Brigade. So there's an event that's in celebration, and it's called the Holiday Home Tour. And every year when it pops up, one of my favorite houses, because you have been in it for how many years?
30?
7 times over the last.
Oh, we've been in it 7 times, correct.
That's a lot. And so that is a fundraiser that the Celebration Foundation does. But what happens is families will spend a lot of time prepping their homes, putting up their holiday Christmas stuff. And, you know, the husbands too need to be applauded for that because it's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work. And then you welcome people that came in. I've got a funny story to share. We have only done it twice, Kathleen. And the reason why, the second time that I did it, I had Rod working every minute possible, everything, adding thing. And we were cleaning the chandelier over top of a dining room table. Back then, I think it was a glass dining room table. At 3 o'clock in the morning, the chandelier fell.
And cracked the table.
Cracked the table, and 1,000 pieces went everywhere. And Rod had me sign something saying, you can encourage other people to do this, but this will be our last one.
Yeah.
I said that before, and it didn't work out.
It didn't work out. You're a good
I have
man.
a soft heart. We really need a house.
That's right. So tell me about some of your favorite events that we've had in Celebration.
Well, I really like Halloween.
Yes.
And Halloween here is thousands I gave out 4,000 pieces of candy last year.
Yes.
And
That's a lot of
I'll get home from work early about 4 and be out till about 9 o'clock, 10 at night, just sitting on the front porch handing it out. Kids literally lined up down the
They
sidewalk.
come from everywhere.
And I love it too. They are so polite, aren't they?
Very appreciative.
So grateful.
Yes.
I don't know. We love that.
That's why we do it.
We love Christmas time.
Yeah, with the horse and carriage that goes down our
Yeah,
street.
the little train comes around
Little
our
train.
street. The horse.
So they've got Cinderella's carriage that comes down this street. We had a birthday party here for Kathleen, and I call her Alice in Wonderland. There was a table that was set, and we must have had probably 20, 30, 40 women, I don't know, that came here. And so when you live in a magical town like this and you have magical people like the O'Learys here, it really, your quality of life is so incredible, and just so grateful for everything that you guys do. So back to the legacy. Let's talk about legacy stuff again.
Okay.
You know, I want to bring up a little tidbit.
Yes.
Since we're talking about Disney, that my grandfather and Walt Disney were good friends in high school.
We have
They
to,
went to high school together in Kansas City, and they were good friends. So that's kind of a full circle coming back here. And Walt wanted to do Epcot, and now we're living in that community. So
Yes. Let's talk a little bit about that hospital too, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
we actually were founding members at that fitness center.
And it was still a
just this
trailer.
past year, they did a 20-year anniversary of the fitness center and showed pictures of the children. And they were in the nursery
That was
right
Maddie.
after KATH delivered, and Maddie was in the nursery for a couple of years, and then
On the cover.
now grown up. And
Maddie was on the cover of that, promoting that. I remember that. That was been a while
Their
ago.
brochure or whatever, their booklet.
So I would just share with everybody that if you wanted to ever find a place and land and pretty much spend your whole life, that Celebration really is a wonderful town to do
Without
that.
a doubt.
Yeah. So until we see you again, thank you again. And once again, it's been wonderful spending time with the O'Learys.
Thanks for having me.
faith, family, and friends.
That's right.
It's all
That's
here.
all about. Thank you so much.
Very well said. Bye. Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.